Two girls were at home and suddenly that creepy noises started. They laughed, turned to scare after they found out they were not alone. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to new episode from My Jaw Drop series. My Jaw Drop is a journey with me to the real life mind-blowing stories. Today's story is about two young girls and the freak killer, Daniel LaPlante. I like real life bizarre stories and this story is the best one you can hear. Brian was a widower with two daughters, Annie and Jessica. Brian picked extra shifts to provide for the family, and whenever he did that, he left his two daughters alone. He had no idea what was expecting them. There was something inside the walls. Annie and Jessica were at home, reminiscing about their time with their mother. They got pretty emotional and used Ouija board to talk to their mother. That night, the girls heard rhythmic tapping sounds, and they were terrified. The tapping never stopped. It continued the following night, the night after, and the night later. They were both completely terrified, so the girls told their father, but he never took them seriously. The tapping always stopped when he entered the house. Soon the girls started noticing strange things in the house. Moved furniture, misplaced items, missing clothes, and half-eaten food. One evening, the girls heard tapping noises from the basement. Annie ran to the basement, but all she saw, there was a message on the wall. "I'm in your room, come and find me." It looked like it was written in blood. Annie, utterly terrified, grabbed Jessica and left the house immediately. They went to their neighbor's house and called Brian. Brian came home and found the writing on the wall in tomato sauce. He thought the girls were behind it and annoyed. Days later, the girls again heard tapping sounds, this time from Annie's room. There was also a message for them. "Hi girls, I'm back, come and find me." Again the girls got scared and ran to their neighbor's house. Neighbors called Brian and he was beyond annoyed. Brian stormed into his home and was stunned. The entire house was ransacked and there was an additional message on the wall. "Marry me." At that moment, he realized his girls were right. Out of the corner of his eye, Brian noticed a boy silently standing in a corner. He was wearing his dead wife's white dress and holding a hatchet. He seized the hatchet away from boy, but the boy vanished into thin air. The police searched the household for clues. The thing was, every wall in the house had tiny holes, and behind Annie's dresser was an opening large enough for a young person to hide. And in that opening, they found a 15-year-old boy curled up. The boy was familiar. The story goes back a month ago. Annie and Jessica were at home and suddenly the phone rang. Annie picked it up. She heard a male voice, about 15 years old. The boy introduced himself as Daniel and spoke politely. They started talking every day. They depended on each other, while they had never seen each other. Daniel told Annie he was from another school and got her number from a mutual friend. But that was a lie. He had seen a picture of Annie and fallen for her. Daniel told Annie he was tall, blonde, and handsome. As a teenager, Annie fell for it. She longed to see him, and the date was set. Annie was beyond excited. She was waiting to show off her new handsome guy to all her friends. But when she opened the door, she stood there shocked. There was no handsome guy. She saw skinny, smelly Daniel. Even though Daniel wasn't the guy she hoped to meet, she remembered their conversation and how happy she felt. So she went out with him, but that was the worst date ever. At the fair, Daniel made Annie feel very uncomfortable. She cut the date short and left. She also made it clear that she never wanted to talk to him again. But the story didn't end there. The boy's name was Daniel LaPlante. Daniel's life was filled with traumatic experiences, including sexual, emotional, and physical abuse by his stepfather and psychiatrist. On top of that, Daniel was diagnosed with hyperactive disorder and learning disability. His favorite hobby was breaking into people's homes and stealing stuff. Daniel was charged with armed assault and breaking in. His bail was set to about $10,000, which his mother paid. And as soon as he was out, he started robbing people's homes. Next time, Daniel stole a handgun and went to his neighbor, Gustafson's house. He sexually assaulted a pregnant woman, muffled her screams, and shot her dead. Then he calmly went to the kids and drowned them in the bathtub. When Gustafson returned from work, a gory, heartbreaking scene greeted him. He called the police and the investigation led to Daniel. While the police searched for Daniel, he didn't make things difficult for them. After running into the woods, Daniel forced a woman to drive him around, but she escaped and called the cops, and they caught Daniel in no time. Even though Daniel committed the crimes as a minor, he was tried as an adult. The jury found him guilty and sentenced him to 30 consecutive life sentences. Thanks for watching. For more my jaw dropped stories, please support me, subscribe this channel, and like this video. Love you.